Well, hello everybody, Hugz here. Welcome back to the Mega Farm. And of course, this is Farming Simulator 25. Today, we're going to be doing something very exciting and very new. I've never actually done this before, and that's going to be drying our grain and hopefully making it worth way more money. But we do have a ton that we have to do on the farm. Before we can even get to that, I've got fields to harvest. I think I've got weeds to take care of as well over on our soybean field. So first up, I kind of just want to do like a little bit of a walk around and see how everything's doing. I feel like it's not often enough that I actually get around to different parts of the farm and just make sure everything is operating smoothly. So I think first step, we're going to go back to like the OG farm and just take a peek over there, make sure things are running at peak efficiency.
A few inches later.
All right, home sweet home, kind of where it all started, right? Yeah, it really is, actually. So let's check on the old gals over here first, our sheep, see how they're doing. I feel like they may be a little bit low on food. Well, they've got meadow, so we've got 9,610 liters of meadow in here. Probably not enough. I think we may want to go grab some of the grass that we have stored over there. Where do I have a truck that I could pick this stuff up with, though? Let me explore, see where everything's at over here. Well, I only have a semi, really, that's available to do that sort of hauling, so I think this is actually the perfect time for us to take one of our newly bought tractors and put it to good use. This is why I got these things anyway, so may as well use this. What I do need, though, is going to be a nice big trailer, something we could haul around some grass bales with. Nothing too complicated. I've used this guy a lot in the past, and it's never let me down, so we're not gonna give up on it now. I am, however, going to go ahead and just take this out a smidge. I want to be able to fit a little bit extra on here if possible. I think that'll work right there. What's this extension? Oh, it just messed up my thing. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay, we'll keep it just like this and buy it. 20,500 bucks. Well worth the cost. Although I feel like I've probably sold one of those in the past already. It's coming back, though. It's coming back. Just like bell-bottom jeans or, I don't know, all the other things the kids used to wear back in the day. Let's get back over to our farm. Now, luckily, I do have a bunch of bales saved up over here, so we're just going to go ahead and load everything that we got over here up and deliver it over there. We may as well just empty everything out. So we've got 15 bales. Is that all of them? Yep, that sure is. Hopefully, I can fit them all in this trailer. Let's see here. Let me pull around. I kind of did a bad approach here. Don't do that. Whoops. Okay. Everybody relax. We're fine. Let's get right next to these bad boys and start loading them up. Okay, beautiful. We should be able to fit all these on here, no problem. Yeah. All right. I'm coming, sheep. Here I come. Now, let's see if I can line this up just so. Kind of a tight squeeze over here, ain't it? Ooh, boy. I may have to do a little fancy footwork here, ladies and gentlemen. Not my forte, but how we looking right there? Let's try that. Is that good? Yeah, it's going in there. Okay, perfect. I'll live with that. Okay, so that's our sheep. What else do we have over here? I know we've got tons and tons of honey, so we may as well just go pick this up now. And I don't want just anything, so let's change this to full only on the auto load. And boy, that is a lot of honey. Okay, man, I'm proud of our bees. They're working overtime over there. What can I say? Let's go ahead and start loading this stuff up. I don't think I'm going to be in optimal position here to get them all. Or am I? Okay, that was actually pretty close. What about now? Nope. Okay, I think I gotta turn it the other way, and now we spin. How about now? Oh, geez, come on. There we go. Okay, we got it all. 28,000 liters of honey. Absolutely amazing, and that one dropped. Perfect. Let's go drop these off in the storage dead ahead. This is where I'm going to store it all. And in you go. Beautiful. So when it's time to sell some honey, we got lots and lots of honey. All right, what else do I need to check over here? I've got our cotton field. Okay, it's been sprayed with herbicide already. I'm assuming that field over there has as well. So we should be good on our cotton. What else do we need to look at? I suppose that's it for here. Let's go over to our goats next and see how they're doing. Okay, how's it hanging over here? We've got lots and lots of goats spread out. We've got 0 grass bales. Amazing, but really we don't need them for these guys. That's the beauty of the goats. But what we do need to do is go ahead and cull the herd a little bit. So what do we got? We want to get rid of these 251 right here. Let's go ahead and sell them. I really try and keep this to like a select number of goats here. Get rid of that one. It's just sticking around. A 6-month-old kid. Get out of here, buddy. All right, and 199 of these. There we go. Okay, and these are originals right here that will keep on producing milk for us. Lots and lots of goat's milk. So that should be good, and we got a nice little revenue boost from the goats we just sold there as well. Let's check on our cheese making facility over here. How's this doing? Got lots and lots of goat cheese over here. That's a good sign. How about on the interior, though? All right, we're looking pretty good. A little low on the goat milk, but that's okay. I've kind of got this guy set up where it basically is like it's even. The amount of milk that goes into it is pretty much perfect, and it spits out the goat cheese as we need it. Okay, all right, that's our animals. Everything over here pretty much checked on. Now let's go over to our new farm and go see how things are going over there. First up, how's our soybeans looking? These are kind of going to be the star of the show today, so I want to make sure that we're getting maximum soybean. And it looks like we've definitely got some weedage going on here. That is no good. We need to get rid of this stuff. So I got to find my sprayer. Jeez, that thing could be anywhere. It's probably right where we just came from. Okay. You know what? I'm going to use the case. We're going to get the case on the case for this. We'll park this guy over here and swap it to that one and get our sprayer. I still have these trees that I got to deal with over here as well. I have no idea what I want to do with those. I may have to get some sort of lumber mill or something, maybe a wood chipper. Although trees like that are really, really hard to wood chip. I got to think on that one some more. I'm probably going to end up getting a lumber mill and processing all that stuff. And then maybe we'll get into a little bit more wood cutting, or what could be fun is setting up a dedicated area just for trees, or buying a nice big land that has a lot of trees on it. So we'll game plan that a little bit more. How we doing on the herbicide here? I'm probably going to want to fill up a tad bit more, aren't I? Yeah, we may as well. We definitely may as well. Half a tank. I know we go through herbicide pretty quickly, or pretty slowly, I should say, not quickly, but it's always good to just top off a little bit. All right, there we go. We're good to go here. I want to actually try something with this guy that I normally don't do, but I just want to see if he'll actually get from here over to our soybean field all on his lonesome, and if he can actually make this happen. So, set destination. No, I want to create job, and we want to do field work over here. Let's do that. Start job. Are you going to freak out on me, or are you going to be able to do this, buddy? There's a lot of obstacles over here for this guy to run into. I don't know. First set of obstacles right here. Okay, whoa. Oh, okay. He's actually managing things pretty well over here. Okay, great job, buddy. And he found his way to the road. That's a perfect start. Well, color me impressed. Our worker made it all the way over here. Did not get stuck, crash, or caught up in a traffic jam, nothing. He may be about to run someone over, though, and he did. Okay, can't fault him for that. I do that pretty much all the time. But it's straight shot to the field from here, so I think we're pretty good. And on he goes. Beautiful. All right, let's swap out to not you. Where is... Ooh, boy. Which one do I want? This guy over here. I want to take this just over, and we're going to take a little peek at our water buffalo. Make sure that the food's doing all good here. I've got some silage built up that I may need to add in just to make sure these guys are topped up. Let's take a look here. We've got a good amount of silage. We are very, very low on hay, though. Straw's doing pretty good. Mineral feed's doing good. You know what? I think we'll just top up on straw and hay, and we'll call it a day there. I don't think I need to add any more silage at this point. So we'll park this guy over here, and then I think I have a truck over here that I can move some of this stuff with. Let's hook up to the old forage wagon here with the silage additive tank. Let's start scooping up some hay and some straw. I'm probably going to have to make, I think just one trip, actually, for each, and we should be pretty good. Hopefully we've got enough in there, though. Let's start with straw. Oh, yeah, we got lots and lots of straw in here. Okay, beautiful. I may want to do a little top-up on the hay, though, so we'll see about that. But let's go ahead and dump our straw in here. This grass is ready to go, so, either silage or hay. I'm not sure which one I will need more in the future. Let's see how much hay we got loaded up in our storage over here. All right, show me some hay, and I'm gonna give you guys a cool view here too. Check this out. This is a nice spot right here. So we have 281,000 liters. That's a good amount. I think we're good there, but check this out. Get a perfect view right there, the hay going in. Absolutely amazing. Now that I think about it, we're probably good on straw and hay for a long, long time. What we could do is actually cut this, bale it up as grass, and bring it over to our goats and our sheep. They could probably like desperately use this stuff. Yeah, that might be the plan. That's probably what we're gonna do. All right, well, we are finished loading up our water buffalo, so we're good to go there. Nothing left to do but cut some grass. Let's hook on up to our mower over here and cue the music. Let's do it. All right, last bit of grass. Beautiful. All done with the grass field, all done with the bales. Look at him just dotting the horizon. That's amazing. All right, let me get this guy out. Let's turn you off, lift you up, and let's unload baler. I don't even, I forgot to reset my counter, man. I kind of wanted to see how many would be in there. All right, oh well, let's pull this guy off the field. I'm gonna hop in the semi, I think. Yeah, that's probably the only thing that'll have enough capacity to haul these. But we got to get these over to the other farm ASAP. And perfect timing, actually. This guy's done as well. If I drive this, am I going to be messing up this field? I really hope not. How's it looking under those tires? I think this field is new enough, like sown newly enough that I'm not going to mess it up. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, let's pull this guy over here. I guess I'll just leave the sprayer here. I don't know if I really need it at the other farm at all. And this place, I've got so much equipment everywhere. I got to figure out a situation over here on a little bit better storage, I think. All right, let's leave this here, and we'll go pick up all these bales with the semi. I hope I can hold all the bales on here. This is actually so many bales. I may not be able to hold all these in one semi load. I may have to make multiple trips for this.
2 hours later.
And we're full. Okay, I was hoping to do it all in one trip. I guess not. All right, time to drive all the way across the map. Let's go. Let's load all these bales right into here. Are you gonna come out? Oh man, hang on, hang on. Oh, okay, there we go. Good, good, good. It was still in a collector mode. I wasn't sure how to get it out. So I've got a lot of bales in there. Man, I've got a lot of bale storage now that I look at this. I think I've got one over there too. I probably don't need nearly as many as I have, but I'm not gonna sell any. I want to keep them all if I possibly can. So let's see how many bales we actually got here. This is the second load. In you go. Off you go. I still don't know. There we go. Last one. So how many bales did we get here? 45 square bales, 6,000 liters apiece. That's a pretty good amount of stuff there. Okay, that should last us a pretty good while on our sheep and our goats if we need it. But I mean, we've got so much over in the goats. I don't think we'll ever need anything over there. I think for the most part, that pretty much wraps up what we needed to do this month. Actually, hang on. There is one other area that we may want to check on. Let me shut this guy down right here. And that's this guy over here. I just want to check on our greenhouses, see how these are doing. Okay, they're looking good. How about these guys? This is the question. Okay, we have a little bit of liquid fert and we've got plenty of water. I'm not worried about the water. It's mainly going to be the liquid fertilizer. I need to go down the line here. Just make sure they all got some. All right, they're definitely getting low, but they use very, very little of it. So I think they're okay for now. When we come back around to do like a harvesting though, I got to check those again. Just make sure they're still good because those are some big money makers. I don't want to lose the profit from those. And I may actually have a little bit of solid fertilizer over here. Hang on. I've definitely got a storage over here. Let's check you out. Oh, we do. We have some liquid fertilizer in here. Okay. What else is that? Compost. Okay. Very good. Well, Wait, do these actually need compost? Uh-oh. Hang on, hold please. Oh boy, they do need compost. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, oh boy. I gotta go get compost for these guys. I didn't realize they're not producing anything. That is no good. We need lots of compost. All right, I'm gonna load up this liquid fert and get this loaded in though. That's not a lot, but it'll at least be something.
A few moments later.
All right, got myself a nice big load of compost here. This is the thing that we like pretty much desperately needed in this place. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it off in here. There we go. I got one more run to make, and I think after that, I'm going to replace that little like sidekick over there and the trailer that it's got, because I believe that we can probably use a tank and like one of those little lizard kind of like dump truck looking things to accomplish this job much better. So we're gonna get ourselves one of those. They're not very expensive either, and they'll just do a much better job. Second load of compost coming in hot. Off we go. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna switch. I'm just gonna sell that guy from here, our little sidekick, and actually I'll probably leave the trailer, because you never know when you can use an extra trailer every once in a while. I gotta go through this entire list to find this thing. There it is, right there. We'll get $12,926 back from this guy. Thank you very much. Now, let's go in here, and the truck I want, I think it's actually under trucks. Yeah, this guy right here, the Dragoon. I do want to get the extension. What does that let us put in here? 7,600 liters. If I go that, oh, that's just a bale trailer. Okay, I do also want the trailer hitch, so that way I think I can put a liquid tanker on here as well. So that's 49,500. Let's buy that. Thank you very much. And let's go pick out ourselves a liquid tanker as well. And obviously we're going to want something relatively small that can handle liquid fertilizer, and this one absolutely can. So let's get this, 25,000 buckaroonies. I'll take that. And then when we get over there, we're going to have to find a little spot to put like a silo or something. Now, I'm hoping that I can actually hook these two up. Please tell me I can. That would be the dream if this is actually going to work here. Oh, no. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll make do anyway. So now what I should be able to do with this guy is let's offload some compost. First of all, I'm going to need like 8 bags here, I think. Let's go ahead and get 80, you guys. We can't fit all 8, but that should max out this truck. And then I think I can just go right next to these, and yep, there we go. Start filling up compost. Let's go. Then I can just back up and dump it in. Easy peasy. And man, this stuff stinks. All right, full load there. Now I should just be able to back up here and dump it right into the compost bin. I wish I had done this initially instead of the route I went to go with, but I didn't realize I could do this with the compost back then. Oh yeah, so much easier. That's real nice. I like that a lot. Last little bit of compost going in here, and what we're gonna do real quick, just to make this nice and easy here, let's go to silos. Which one of you guys is gonna hold some liquid fertilizer for me? Is it looking like this guy right here? Big ol' one. Wow. Okay, we're gonna put this right here. In fact, I'll put it right here, just so it goes right down the line. Right there. Bam. Let's hop out, fill this guy up real quick. No, it's solid fertilizer. Oh, how did I mess that up?
Come on, man.
All right, let's sell this. Can't believe I just did that. I need the liquid fertilizer one. All right, here we go. This is for sure the correct one this time. All right, now let's go in here, fill this guy up. We don't need a ton of liquid fertilizer over here. I think probably 50,000 liters will last us literally forever. So there we go. We've got a big tanker full of that stuff. All we got to do is get our water or liquid transport over here, and we'll be good to go. Fruit will be back on the menu. All right, liquid tanker secured. All I should have to do is just fill it up right here. And I think, being that this holds 8,000 liters, I shouldn't need to refill it at all. I should be able to refill all these guys in just one pass, like one nice swift motion. It's just a very weird angle that I have to attack this from. That's like literally the only part that's going to give me trouble. I think my best bet is coming out from the other side, going down the line that way. So if I come right here and wait, whoa, hang on. Hold the phone. Did I just get the prompt? Like literally, and of course, I messed up my trail. Let me straighten this guy out and try that again. Yes, nice. So if I just get right close to it, right here, dumps right in. I don't have to do any weird maneuvering or anything. This is going to be so much easier. Beautiful. Should be the last one right here. I think that's it. We're 100% full. Let me check. Oh yeah, baby. We're not quite 100% on the compost, but this stuff, it comes out very, very slowly, so we should be fine. But like I said, man, fruits are back on the menu. Let's go, baby. I'm going to leave this guy right here. Right there. So if we ever need to come and fill this again, we got all the tools we need right in this little spot. All right, that is everything we had to take care of. So the next thing up is going to be, it's going to be harvesting our soybeans and our cotton, and then we're going to get to play with the whole grain drying process and see how that's going to go all in that same month. So I will see you guys in a couple months when it is time to harvest in the fall. It's going to feel so good to lay the head down on the old pillow. Let's go.
One eternity later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is October. Beautiful time for us to go ahead and set up some harvesting here. Now, we've got 2 fields of cotton to go, and then we've got this field, which is full of soybeans to go as well. So being that we are right here, let's get a worker started on this field, and I'm also going to swap over and do the other field as well. But first things first, let's get our newly upgraded S760. Amazing. And let's just pull them right to the edge here. I wonder if this field is going to go like way faster since we have the upgraded header and everything. I don't know. It's going to be super cool though. All right, this guy's going to start doing his thing. Oh, don't go that. Why are you going that way, man? I want you to start the other. All right, whatever. Wait, actually, hang on there. Let me stop him as soon as we get right there. And first of all, do I want straw? I don't think I want the straw. Hang on. Let me change a couple things here. I got a lot of straw. I don't think I need that. Let's change that. Okay, so now he's going to be mulching instead. And can I start work direction? How does this... man. You know what? Let's just let him do his thing. Whatever. Go ahead. Do your thing, buddy. You just handle this field however you think you want. All right, let's swap over to this guy now. This is going to be our cotton field that we're going to set up as well. And really, what I'm going to be doing is basically just emptying the soybeans. And as we empty them, as we build up, we're going to build our dryer and check that whole process out. Because I have zero idea how that thing actually works. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know if I have to take that stuff out, then put it in my regular. There's so many questions I have that, yeah, we're going to have to just answer along the way. So, all right, we've got our cotton harvester going. We've got this guy going as well in the direction I don't want, which is unfortunate, but whatever. It is what it is. Now, let me hop out. I got to swap over to one of these tractors. I guess we'll do the case. We're going to go hop in the auger wagon here, and that's going to be like our pickup wagon. How's the invisible curb today? Okay, it's actually not bad going this way. The other way was a pain in the butt. All right, so we're pretty much set up here. Let me track over to, not you, this guy. What are we at, 3,400 liters? Okay, we're probably going to be able to do like one whole headland before we got to pick up, but this is definitely filling up pretty fast here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finally got a full harvester here, which means we can get this this drying party started. All I got to do is get this load, and then we got to start looking for spots where we can put this grain, not only actually a grain dryer, but we do need a propane station as well. Those are definitely the 2 requirements because we can't run the dryer without the propane. So we got to find a spot for that stuff. I'm looking right over here where we have our blue tractor with our lime spreader. I'm thinking maybe that might be enough acreage, but it might be tight. I don't know actually how big this drying building is. So we're going to have to figure that out. And actually, I mean, while this guy's doing this, let's just go right to the, where we got to go. And let's see. Overlaps. Okay, I'm not worried about it overlapping. What I am worried about is where do I put stuff in? Where, ha 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 ha. I see it now. Okay, okay. So if I spin this way, it's overlapping with something. What that is, I am not 100% sure. But what I do know is we're gonna have a little dump area right there. So I think this would work right here, actually. Yeah, I think it'll definitely work. But let me move that tractor real fast. Just get it out of the way, and then we'll have like a better picture where we can see what we're actually doing here. All right, space is clear. Let's go back in here. And yeah, there we go, there we go. Lots and lots of room to get this thing going. I just want to make sure we're not going to be interrupting this road too much. And I also want to have this pathway right there clear in case we need that for anything else. Let's, you know what? Let's turn snapping on and let's see. Just like that. Beautiful. That's literally what I'm looking to do right there. Bingo. We did it. We put it down. Okay. Looks a little bit weird. So let's go through. Let's do some smoothing here. Get some, oh boy. Okay. I didn't realize it went in that direction. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's get some aggressive smoothing going. Get everything as flat as possible around here. We don't want to be bringing our heavy machinery around like these really weird curved areas. Okay, I think that's good right there. So if I'm not mistaken, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in and we're going to dump our grain right in there. So let's go ahead. Let's unfurl the pipe, and let's pull it up to our little station here. I'm pretty sure I can do this with the pipe instead of having to actually dump it. Let's see. In you go. Yep, in you go. Okay. While that's doing that thing, let me hop out here. I need to find right here. Okay, this is the point we're looking for. Manage production, and let's of course save in the middle of doing this. So we're looking at dried soybeans over here. How much? Oh boy, 1.5 million capacity. That's insane. That is insane. So what do we need here? 50 soybeans and 3 propane turns into 45 dried soybean. If we look at the price for dried soybean, where is it? Right here. It is worth way more on its best day. $4,050 bucks compared to, where's the regular soybeans? $2,147 bucks. So that is a great exchange. I just have no idea how much the actual propane costs. Okay, we have that in there. Next up, we got to figure out the propane sitch. So let's go over here. And that was weird that I saw my guy moving. Like an out-of-body experience there for a second. I'm gonna need to go in here, and I believe it's under container. This guy right, yeah, there we go, propane station. So I could put this where? That's a very weird rotation for that. Huh, and it almost looks exactly like that thing over there. That's very odd. Well, I guess let's put this over here. Or actually, no, we're gonna put this over here because I have no idea how this is gonna actually work. And I don't want to put it somewhere that's going to be like super in the way. You know what we're going to do actually? We're going to sell this chicken coop that we've never used before. Yeah, that'll clear up some room right there. Now, do we have more room? No? Still no? Really? Okay, that looks about good right there. Let's place this bad boy down. So how does that thing work? We got to go discover the secrets of the propane tank over here. All right, I see no way for me to fill this thing, but it does have this. So I'm assuming if I just bring like a liquid thing over here that can handle propane, I'll have a prompt or something to get this thing going. So, okay, I need to get myself a container that can hold propane. This guy can hold 32,000 liters, the MKS 32. And, that looks terrible right there. I'm gonna have to fix that eventually. How much propane can this place hold? No idea. Oh, there we go, 50,000 liters. Okay, so you know what? We'll go ahead and get the big guy right here. We got the money. We may as well. 32,000 liters, and we should be all set right there. Let me go ahead and buy this. Thank you very much. Let's go pick it up with one of our tractors. I think we'll take Big Blue for this. Why not? We haven't drove this one in a while, aside from just moving it around here and there. Actually, we're going to switch to the semi. Yeah, we're definitely going to switch to the semi. I don't feel deal with the whole dolly situation right now. Man, this grain dryer building is actually massive. Look at this thing. I'm just pulling up here, And it's like the biggest thing in town. That's insane. I didn't realize it was that big when I was standing right next to it. Wow. Okay. I guess you do need like a lot of like width to do this. I have no idea. All I know is, can I connect to this thing from here? I may have to just shove you out of the way a little bit. Sorry about that, buddy. And I think I made myself enough room there. All right, we got our container now. Let's go pick up some propane, or I hope we can pick up some propane. I still have no clue how this actually works. So let's see if I get close. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to look at the money. We started at like 142,000. We got a lot to fill here. Let's see where we settle. There's no price listed anywhere for how much propane actually costs. So we'll just have to see how much we spent here. Oh boy. Okay, we just casually dropped almost $60,000 on propane. Jeez Louise, that's a lot of money. I really hope this is going to be worth it. It's really going to depend on how fast we burn through all this propane. If it'll last me a while, then okay. But if not, I can't see that justifying even like the double price on the soybeans. We're not going to have that many soybeans that it's really going to be like necessary. But I mean, we got everything. So let's get this in here. Let's take a little dump in our propane tank over here. Let's go, baby. There's the last of our propane. All right, let me shut this guy off. Let me hop out here. I think, you know what I'm going to do is just like some quick back of the napkin math here. Just to like see how this is actually going to play out in terms of like a single month. But before we even do that, let me get dried soybeans. We'll activate that so it's going. So we do, wow, that's a lot of cycles. 4,800 cycles a month. Let me bust out the old calculator here, see what sort of calculations I come up with. All right, did some real quick maths here. I did actually quite a few. So here's what I've come up with. In a single month, this factory will be able to burn through 240,000 liters of soybeans, and it'll create 216,000 liters of dried soybeans. So that amount of dried soybeans, if you're able to do that in a single month, is worth $874,800 bucks. So that's a lot of money there in soybeans. And if you were to use all the propane in that entire recipe for 1 month, that's going to cost you $25,920 worth of propane. So yeah, this is actually absolutely worth it, but it's going to take a big soybean operation to actually keep up with the numbers here. That's insane. It's definitely worth it though. I'll say that 100%. And oh, we got another pickup to make. But yeah, we're definitely going to be at least like doubling our soybean profits here. But maybe not doubling, but at least like, I don't know, adding maybe 40% to what the actual soybeans themselves are worth. The only problem we're going to run into is not having enough soybeans, where you might need to buy some new fields here in the future and just get like a giant soybean harvest going. Something absolutely massive. I don't know when, I don't know how, but that's definitely going to be something I'm going to work on and I'm going to try and figure out here. We're almost done with our soybean field. I don't know how our cotton's doing over there, but I'm sure it's moving along as well. Man, that's pretty cool. I like this whole grain drying situation that I figured out here. It's definitely nice, and it is a mod. So if you guys want to get this on your farm, you got to look for the AGI grain drying mod. That's the one I'm using here. It gives you all the buildings, gives you the propane, gives you everything you need to get this going on your farm. But guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're not already. It's absolutely free, so why not? But as always, have yourself a beautiful day out there, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see you all on the next one.